Hey everybody, my name is CJ and welcome back to Bibles on a Budget. In today's review, we are taking a look at the ESV large print value thin line in Chestnut TruTone imitation leather from Crossway. So in a previous review, we took a look at I guess you could say the little brother, which is the just basic value thin line. This is a smaller font, this is a 7.5. But this one actually has a larger font. So before we even get to the Bible itself, and I should have done this in the last review, but you know, getting sidetracked, it's what I do sometimes. We're going to take a look at the box, which is just basically a slipcover. So again, large print, value thin line, Chestnut TruTone, and this is, of course, if you forgot, ESV. All right, so let's take a look at the back of the box. And as you can see, this is a 10-point type. 10 points, y'all. That is a great size. I have 20/20 vision. I know I mentioned that a few times, but 10 point is super comfortable for me. Again, double column. This has a concordance, and it is Smythe sewn. And again, lifetime guarantee. And obviously, actual type size, really hard to see without it being in real life. And about the ESV, available editions, and digital access. All right, that's the box. Let's take a look at the Bible itself. So, the Bible is, this Bible here is in the Chestnut TruTone. Okay, so it's kind of like a orangish brown kind of color. Like the previous one and the others, it has this tooled line around the perimeter of the Bible from the back to the front and on the sides. Let's take a look at the spine itself, which is nice. Again, the lighter brown picks out the words magnificently. So, Holy Bible, ESV, English Standard Version, Crossway, and the tooled lines instead of hubs, still looks fantastic. On the back, same deal as the front, and unlike the black one, this does not have any stamped in grain. It's just nice and smooth, which I like that. I like that a lot. And again, tells you what type of cover it is. It is a TruTone, and there is the ISBN if you're interested, or you can just go onto Amazon.com or go to Christian Books or Crossway.com, which I highly recommend because Crossway has great deals on Bibles, especially if you're a Crossway Plus member, because you get 30% off of Bibles, and you can get some really great Bibles with 30% off. So I highly recommend it. All right, enough of the front, enough of the outside. Let's take a look at the inside. And again, the inside is pretty much the same as the previous ones. Paper paste down, so thick cardstock, and then you got cardstock again, bunch of blank paper, and then you have it, Holy Bible, ESV, and then you have the same thing here. I actually creased this page without knowing, because sometimes I mess with these things and I don't realize that I creased a page, and so this got badly dog-eared. But don't worry, it can be put back if you just keep it closed. Containing the Old and New Testament, ESV, Crossway, all the good stuff. ESV, copyright, table of contents, preface, Old and New Testament. Now this one is different than the previous one, not only because it has a bigger font, but also because it just has the tables of weights and measures and concordance. So, no glossary, just table of weights and measures and a concordance. All right, so let's get into the Bible itself. We're going to skip past the preface here, and we're just going to go to Genesis. So here we are. So as you already can see, if you've seen my previous review, you see that the font is so much bigger. Let me, as I've done with my other Bibles, bring out its previous friend, its brother, its predecessor. I don't know if it's a predecessor. They probably were released at the same time. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But let me find Genesis real quick. Here we go. Just going to go to Genesis chapter 1. Give me a second, because my Bible, trying to do this with two hands, folks, is not easy. All right, so here we go. Let's get that underneath so you can kind of get a better feel. And let me not crease this page. All right. So, you can see that? I don't know, can you see that? I hope you can see that. But as you can see, look at the comparison to these fonts. This is the same page, but the bigger font is so much better than this. So much better. I love the bigger font. If you're a fan of bigger fonts, if you need a bigger font because you can't see all that well with the smaller fonts, go for 9 or 10 plus. It's amazing. All right, so get the little brother out of the way. Bring the big brother back in. And yeah, I love this font. Again, you still have ghosting, but it is line matched, or as far as I can tell. I don't think Crossway explicitly says it's line matched. I don't know if that's actually a copyrighted term. I don't think it is. But as you can see, that the words are actually on the same level. So that helps reduce ghosting. Like I said in the previous reviews, reduces ghosting, makes it easier to see, make it easier to read with these large walls of text. But obviously, you know, if you see something like what's happening here in Judges 5, you see a lot of empty space, so there's more opportunity for ghosting when you have poetry. But, you know, again, large walls of text. You can barely see it. You can see it in these little gaps, but, you know, if you're reading, it's hopefully not going to be super distracting. Because, again, this is a value Bible, so the paper is thin, the opacity is worse than other Bibles that are more expensive. So you get what you pay for, unfortunately. Now this Bible, forgot to show that, this Bible normally retails for $20. So this is a $20 Bible. So with that $20, you are getting a bigger font, right? So that's really nice. I like the bigger font. So for about $5 or $6 more American, you are getting a bigger font, which is quite nice. You're still getting a similar cover. You know, you're still getting that TruTone. You're not getting any leather at this price point, but it's still really nice. I still really like it. I like the feel of TruTone. All right, so let's hop over to the New Testament here, and we're going to go to the true test of what type of this is. Don't mind me. My brain is not working right now. All right, so we're going to go to Matthew chapter 5 because this is the true test. Is this a red letter? No, it is not. These are all the words of Christ. There is no red. So again, if you're a fan of the red letter, you're going to lose out on this one. So you might have to look and see if Crossway does offer red letters in these price points, or you may have to go up a price point. So, yeah. All right. So let's go to the back here. And this is going to be pretty similar to I believe it's the large print compact, because I believe the large print compact had the weights and measures. Let me see if I can get to it, because you already just saw the concordance there. And again, I'm not a big concordance user when it comes to like biblical stuff, biblical study. So Bible study and all that stuff. I don't even use this, but this might be useful to somebody, okay? So weights and measures. So again, this shows you the ancient weights and like the currencies and stuff. And then they'll translate them into American equivalents and metric equivalents. So if you're from Canada, or if you're from the UK, or somewhere in Europe, or wherever they use the metric system around the world, this will help you immensely. Alrighty, so that's that Bible. Now, again, final verdict. What do I think about this? First of all, love the color. Big fan of black, but I like this orangish brown color, I think. They call it chestnut, so I like that. I like this color. When you see it in real life, it's not going to be this brown. So what you're seeing is my camera is outputting. This is not true to life color. It is more orangish brown. It may even be more like a red brown when you look at it. One thing I like is that the blind stamping, again, you know, the lighter color picked out the darker insides. I just love that. It's hard to explain. And the spine seems to be better stamped. All right. Now, again, $20 Bible. You're getting cheap Bible paper, super thin, probably low 20s, probably mid 20s. I don't know. But the opacity is there, like you can see through it. No ribbons. Again, no gilding, like in the previous Bibles. Again, $20 Bible. They don't really do gilding on these Bibles from certain publishers. But what do I think about this Bible overall? Again, I like the size. I like these Bibles. I like the compact size. I like the compact large print. I like the size of them. And I also like this just plain Thinline, which let's do a real quick comparison. And you can see that this one is much thicker. But I love these Bibles. I love Thinlines. Thinlines are just so nice, right? You know, this size, this is great. But for those who are wanting something better, something more quality, if you will, my next review hopefully will be for you. Now that Bible will be significantly more expensive than this one because, it's made with genuine leather, okay? So it's going to be a little bit more expensive than this, but Amazon has a great deal on it, so I'll tell you about that in the next review. But again, like I said before, I recommend this for someone who is not somebody who needs genuine leather, somebody who needs a beater Bible, who's not afraid of the cardstock liners, who doesn't care about the ghosting, especially because of the line matching, and someone who loves the giant font. Again, 2020 vision, love the giant font. The giant font is amazing. So if you're not deterred by its cons and the pros outweigh the cons for you, definitely go for this Bible and get on Crossway Plus, and you can get this Bible for 30% more off. It's awesome. I highly recommend that. If you're going for ESV, go through Crossway or go through evangelicalbibles.com if you want to get premiums. But we're not looking at premiums on this channel. We're looking at the ones that most people can afford, hopefully. You know, it depends on your budget. But anyway, guys, thank you once again for watching Bibles on a Budget. And remember, the truth does not have to be expensive. See you in the next one.